Hello and welcome to this demonstration of Easy Sketch Pro, the new software that allows anyone to create unlimited whiteboard animation videos with point-and-click simplicity. The purpose of this demonstration is to quickly walk you through the key features of Easy Sketch Pro and show how they can be used to create whiteboard animation in just a few simple steps. Before we start, if you don't already know what whiteboard animation is, this video will make it clear. You will also find plenty of examples in our video channel. In a nutshell, whiteboard animation is where images and text are apparently drawn onto a canvas to illustrate the story or narrative of the video. This type of video has been shown to be much more effective at getting a message across than screen capture or talking head videos. That is why you see more and more of them around. The problem up to now has been cost. As you can imagine, hiring professional artists and video producers to create whiteboard animation can cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars per minute of finished video. As we'll see, Easy Sketch Pro software provides a cost-effective alternative by generating whiteboard animation automatically. Now, I should say that you are normally doing a fair amount of preparation before you even boot up Easy Sketch Pro. You'll probably start by creating an outline of the key points you want to get across in your video. You would then develop that outline into some form of script. And then you would add a storyboard to indicate what sort of images and text you want to illustrate the various points in the script. But this demonstration is about Easy Sketch Pro, so let's dive straight into that now. Okay, when you launch Easy Sketch Pro, the workspace you see here opens. This consists of a row of menus up here and a row of buttons up here, which you use to actually control the various features of Easy Sketch Pro, and we'll be seeing some of those in a moment. And also consists of this white rectangular area called the canvas. Now, the canvas is the area of the screen that will appear in your finished video. So everything that goes on inside this white rectangle will be recorded. Now, when you actually produce a video, you may want a voiceover, which is somebody doing the narrative, and you may want some music. So how do you get those in? Well, to get a voiceover, you can use the inbuilt voice recorder in the software to record it on the fly, or you can use an existing file, and you do that by coming up here to the record button, which opens this box here, and then if you want to record your voiceover, you would just press record and you start talking into your microphone attached to your computer, and the software will record what you're saying. When you've finished, you just press stop, and then you can press play to listen to what you've recorded. If you don't like it, you can press cancel, or if you do like it, you can press keep, and it will be added to your project. As simple as that. If you don't want to record it into the software, maybe you've recorded a file using other software, or you've actually employed somebody to do the voiceover for you, maybe somebody with a good speaking voice, I don't know, then you can simply press the open file button here, navigate to the folder, find your audio file and press open. It will be uploaded and incorporated into the software, and that's all there is to it. You don't have to have a voiceover if you don't want one. You could simply use visuals and perhaps music. And speaking of music, if you want to add a music track, you just click the music button up here and another box opens. We can use one of the music tracks provided in the music library that comes with the software. If you want to do that, then you click on this music library button and it will open up various pieces of music that you can use. This is growing all the time. There's only a limited quantity when I'm doing this video. You can select which one you want to use, press test to listen to it, and if you like it, press select and it will be added to your project. If you'd rather use an external music file, then again you click on the open file button and you would navigate to the folder where the file is and upload it, and it will be included in your project. So it's as simple as that. Okay, now for the fun part. You're going to illustrate the narrative of your video by adding objects to the canvas. An object is either an image or text. So let's look at images first. To add an image to the canvas, we come up here and we click on the Add Image button. This opens the image library. Now there's an extensive image library that comes with the software, and new images are being added to it on a weekly basis, so there's hundreds of images in here to choose from. They're split amongst various categories here, so we've got animals, builders, characters, everyday, eyes, and so forth. To move between the various categories, you just click on the one you're interested in and it loads up, and then you can browse through the various images. Let's go back to animals. To select an image, find the one you want. Let's go with this cat here. To select it, just click on it and you'll see the cat appears in the middle of the canvas. You'll also see that there's the number 1 annotated to this image or object. That shows this was the first image or object that was added to the canvas, and it'll be the first one that's drawn on the canvas. Now when the image is on the canvas, we can select it by double clicking on it. You notice you get a blue area around it with 4 dots on each of the corners. You can move the image by just clicking on it and dragging it around the canvas like this. And you can resize it by clicking on one of the corner dots and moving in to make it smaller, or out to make it bigger. You can rotate it and so on. So you basically move it around, resize it to the way you want it, and then when you're happy, you must remember to right click on the image and click on Fix Camera, because that tells the system that's where you want the image to appear. And then we can actually press play, and we'll see that our magic hand comes in and sketches the cat for us. That happened quite quickly, so let's do it again. And there we have it. So if we move it round, say over here, and we again remember to fix the camera and press play, it will draw the cat in the new position. Okay, when we add an object to the canvas, certain defaults are applied, and as we saw, the default is that the cat will be drawn by hand, but there are actually other options. To see those, we can select the cat by double clicking on it, right clicking to open this menu, which is called the object menu, which gives you various options for controlling the object, and we want to come down to properties down here. And as you can see here, we actually have options regarding the entrance of this object and the exit of this object. At the moment, the entrance is set to draw by hand, but if we click on the drop down menu here, we have various other options. So for example, we can say do nothing, and if we apply that, close the box and now draw the cat will just appear instantaneously because we're not having any sort of effect. If we come down to properties again and choose draw and apply that and OK and click play, you'll see that the cat is drawn but without the hand. So that's another option. We can also select, we've seen draw by hand, drag in, and notice when we have drag in, we can drag in from various directions. So we can drag our cat in from any side of the screen, or indeed the corner. Let's go for up. So we want the cat to be dragged in from below. We apply that, click on OK, and now if we press play, we'll see that the cat is dragged in, comes in from the bottom. If we go to properties and instead of drag in, we have drag in by hand and apply that and press play, we'll see that a hand drags our cat in, which is quite good. And finally we can have fade in, and we can apply that, press OK, press play, the cat will slowly fade in. Okay, as well as controlling how the cat actually appears on the canvas, we can also set the timings for it to happen. So if we go back to properties and let's return to draw by hand, then you'll notice we have these 3 time options. We've got the delay before, the drawing time, and the pause. The delay before is, as it says, a delay before the software will actually start drawing the cat. The drawing time is the time it takes for the software to draw the cat, and the pause is the length of time after the cat has been drawn before the software starts drawing the next object. So at the moment we've got no delay before, which is fair enough, this is the first object. It's taking 3 seconds to draw the cat at the moment. If we want to change that, we can just click on the slider bar here, and let's set this to, let's make it a bit longer, let's go for 5 seconds. Click on apply, OK, and then apply, and OK. And if we play now, you can see that it's taking a lot longer, well, a bit longer, 5 seconds to draw the cat. We can also then, if we want, apply an exit effect to the cat. At the moment, the cat appears and nothing else happens because the exit is set to do nothing. However, we can set various options here, which is fade out or drag out. So, for example, if we wanted our cat to appear, a bit like the Cheshire Cat maybe, be drawn and then wait on the screen for, let's say, a few seconds and then fade out, we can set fade out here, and then we have various options for the exit. We can set delay after, which is after the exit has happened, how long the software waits before starting to draw the next object. We've got the drawing time, which is the time it takes for, in this case, the fade out to happen, the exit to happen. And translation is the amount of time it takes to actually move on to the next object. Okay, so if we have, let's have a drawing time, say, of 2 seconds, so it's going to take 2 seconds to fade out, and click OK, and then apply and OK. Now if we draw a cat, it's going to take 5 seconds to be drawn, like so, and then it's going to slowly fade out over 2 seconds. Okay, that's how to add one image, but obviously you're going to need more than one. So to add another image, we just come back up to the Add Image button, click on that, we open the library again. Now I should say at this point, if you want to use your own images rather than the ones provided in the library, you can come down here to the Load Image from PC button, click on that, click on Open a File, and then you can navigate around and find the image files you want to use. Click on them and click on Open, and they'll be uploaded and put onto the canvas for you. Okay, but we'll work with the library at the moment. So let's add a chicken. Here's the image chicken, click on it, gets added to the center of the canvas. Notice it's got a number 2 on it, annotated. That's because it's the second object on the canvas and it will be drawn secondly. Now, just as with the cat, we double click on the chicken, we can move him around, we can resize him, rotate him. There's a couple of other options I didn't show you with the cat. We right click on the chicken to get the object menu. We can flip him horizontally, we can flip him vertically. But we don't really want a dead chicken, so let's put him back and we'll have him facing the cat. When you're happy with where he is and the size, remember to fix the camera. And now if we click play, we'll get our cat drawn first. Remember, he's first in the order, and then we have the chicken being produced. So there we go. Okay, so that's images. The other object you can add to the canvas is text, and to do that we use the big A here, the text button. Click on that and a text editor opens. We can choose which font we want. We've got a whole range of fonts in here. One I particularly like, if I can find it, is this one, still in this handwriting. The font size doesn't really matter because you can resize the text when you've got it on the canvas, but let's put it down to 36, and you can change the color of the font here. So let's put, why don't we put, this is a cat. Okay, and why don't we have that in red? Okay, and okay. And we'll see that just as with the image, the text is added to the middle of the canvas, and you can see it's got a number 3 because it's the third object. And just as before, we can move this around, we can resize it, we can rotate it, and so forth. Let's put this down over here. Remember to fix the camera. And now, if we play, we get our cat, followed by our chicken, and then this is a cat. Okay. Another feature we've got in Easy Sketch Pro is that you can duplicate an object if you want it to have the same attributes and the same style and so forth. So here we've got our text. This is a cat. If we double click on it to select it, right click, we can duplicate that text, and you can see we've now got the item 4 on this duplicate because it's the 4th object added to the canvas. We can move that round, and we can right click on it, and because it's text we can edit it, and instead of this is a cat, we want this is a chicken. Why don't we have that in blue? Okay, and remember we've got to fix the camera, and now if we play, we've got our cat, we've got our chicken, this is a cat, this is a chicken. Now what you might want to do is change the order that things appear on the canvas. At the moment we've got the cat followed by the chicken, followed by this is a cat, followed by this is a chicken. But if we want the cat drawn and then this text under it written next, we can double click on this is a cat, and we can right click on here and say order up, and that will become number 2, and then these move down accordingly. So now we have the cat followed by this writing, then the chicken, and this writing. We click on play, we get the cat, we get this is a cat, chicken, and this is a chicken. Okay, we've only got 4 objects on the canvas at the moment, so it's pretty easy and quick to watch the whole video to see what's happening as we add new objects. But if you've got lots of objects on the canvas and you're trying to amend just one part of the sequence, it can be a bit of a pain to have to watch the whole video through to see what the effect of your changes is. And that's where the timeline comes in, which is this T up here, the T button on the toolbar. If you click on that, this will show you all the objects in your timeline, and you can go to any one of these objects and click on play from here. So for example, if we want to play from the chicken, we click here, we apply, play for here, and it just runs from the chicken. Okay, so what happens when you've got more objects to tell your story than will fit on a single canvas? Well, then you split your story into different scenes, if you would, just like you do in a movie. And you do that by clicking anywhere on the canvas that you've currently got and dragging the objects off it. So they're now in the grey area, not in the recorded white area. And this now becomes a new scene. And you can add an image to this. Let's have the bear. We'll add the bear there. Right. And we'll resize him, and we'll fix the camera. Now when you move to a new scene, you have to tell the software that's what you're doing, and you do that by right clicking on the first object you add to the new scene and clicking on request focus, and this will force the camera to move into the new scene. So if we now click on play, we'll see we get the cat, we get this is a cat, and the chicken, this is a chicken, and we move on to the next scene, and we have our bear. Just for completeness, let's give our bear a description, so we can double click on this is a cat, duplicate that just as we did before, move it under the bear, click on edit, put this is a bear, excuse me, bear, and let's make this green. Okay, and we have to remember to fix the camera. Okay, so when you've got your project the way you want it, and you've played it back and everything's the way it should be, you want to produce your video, and that's very straightforward. You just come up here to the export as a movie button, click on that and give your video a name and press save, and now the software will go through the video or go through the project creating the video, and it comes up with this recording message. Now this will take a minute or so, so I will pause the video and come back when it's done. Okay, I'm back. When the software is finished recording the video, it produces a standard MP4 file which you can play in any video player. This happens to be QuickTime. You just load it up and click on play and you'll see your finished video. You can then upload your video to YouTube or include it on your blog or on your website or any other purpose you want to put it to. So that concludes this quick demonstration of Easy Sketch Pro. The aim's been to show you the key aspects of the software, including adding a voiceover, music, images and text, and how to achieve basic animation effects. It does not really scratch the surface of what this powerful software is capable of. However, I hope it has shown you just how simple Easy Sketch Pro is to use and given you a glimpse of what can be achieved with a little imagination. I hope it has also shown you that using this software can be a whole lot of fun. Thank you for watching.